Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, Christmas Eve reading. We're going to get into how is divine love inflowing into the divine masculine, your divine masculine. What does that look like from their perspective? What's going on in their world practically with emotions and the energetics of it? And so, yeah, we'll just get into it. But I just want to take a moment to acknowledge Jesus Christ, Prince of Peace. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for your example of righteousness and service to humanity. May all the people who need peace in their hearts look to your example for the clarity to inspire them to rise into their highest potential and align with the love that they were born to experience. All right, and thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. How is divine love being anchored into the divine masculine's consciousness? What does that process feel like, look like to them? How is that process showing up in their material realm? What is going on in the divine masculine's emotionally as it relates to the messages that we will see here? And what are the energetic changes, the spiritual maturation that's coming in, connected with what we see here? All right, divine masculines, how are you embodying more and more divine love through this journey? Wow, prayer about how to bring in the union. So consciously, feminines, yay, masculines, this is my card of prayer. This is the divine union, the Four of Wands, 1111. So feminines, your masculines are consciously praying for these unions to come in. Thank you, masculines. They are praying for these unions to come in. What's going on in their physical realm? Wow, deep internal towers about how they have been stuck in old paradigms where they've been wanting the feminine to come to them. Just as the feminine, karmic feminine chases, karmic masculine energy magnetizes or tries to, like the divine feminine energy. The high priestess, the divine feminine, spiritually included feminine, magnetizes the masculine, and the masculine shows up for the feminine. When we have the masculine in those reversals where the masculine is magnetizing the feminine, that's a flippy flop. So this is a game changer where the masculines are activating first through prayer. Show me what to do. Show me what I need to do, Divine Creator, so that I can anchor my union with my divine feminine. Wow. What can we see emotionally? Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. So these masculines are now looking at things from both sides. They're doing this deep internal sorting, sifting, seeing things from the side of the coin that doesn't work, and then flipping that over and imagining, downloading, getting that higher answer to prayer on how to anchor divine union. And auric cleansing, replenishment, renewal, and restoration. This feels like the renewal of these connections when the cords, the lower vibrational cords, are released to karma, to past experiences, to the disbelief in love. To me, these are all ports in our aura where we have energetic interactions. In this depiction, I always think of it as those cords being released and those healing over and being brought back into alignment. So there is this restoration that can come in when the falsehoods aren't attached to, and the masculines are getting those divinely guided awarenesses as to what they are attached to that is not beneficial and not conducive to bringing in their divine union. When we come into these alignments, it's actually divine obedience to align with love. What can we see on the conscious awareness of the masculines for their counterpart? Okay, spiritual strength and 3 of Cups. So they want the emotional flowing energy to flow smoothly here, but it's taking all the strength that they have to keep it in the friend zone for the consummation in holy matrimony. So these masculines really do believe in sensual purity, intimacy, honoring these connections in the deepest way. They're fiercely protecting the friendship here. At this point, they do not want to tarnish the foundation that has been created so far. How is this showing up in their world? Yes, the Judgment card. This is the second last major arcana card, and this is where we see through the karmic ways. We see the inner workings, we get the wisdom teachings, we understand how our karmic patterns have not been producing the peace that we desire, the union that we desire, how those ways of the material realm fall short of the love that our hearts are longing for. So these masculines are seeing, with that dove there, the route to peace, the path of peace that honors the energies that create a thriving, deep, meaningful, true friendship as a foundation. What can we see in the emotional layer? Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. This is so interesting because I'm getting these masculines have been talking to friends, family about the connections, and they're getting various opinions. That's not going to resonate for everyone, but where these masculines are speaking to others, other people are saying certain things about how they should wait or speed up or what they should do. And these divine masculines are going to source God Creator for that information and not allowing anything to sway them anymore. So I am getting for the majority that people in your masculine's constellation know about your connection. More than you know, I just heard. Energetically, temple of centering, solitude, seclusion, grounding, and belonging. This is the shared sacred space, and these are the counterparts. And so at this time, there is an opportunity to center ourselves before, this consummation of the connection. I'm hearing again, you're never going to be single again. And you will not come into holy matrimony, sacred union, until you really set this righteousness internally in a sovereign way. And this is the preparation for union. And these masculines know, and they are fiercely protecting this sacred passage into union. I'm getting with this tiger that they have been triggered by something that you have done, feminines, your healthy boundaries, you speaking your truth, you continuing to align with your righteousness. They have never been so sure, more sure, that they will protect this at all costs. And the foundation of friendship and not cheapening the connection between the two is paramount. What can we see for the heart space? Okay, these masculines are making changes in their lives. Their backs are to these onlookers. So this can be gossip, people meddling. It can also just be friends and family who really do care about the masculines, that the masculines are no longer consulting or asking permission or running their ideas through these other individuals. They're taking matters into their own hands between them and the divine, and they're rising higher, they're ascending. And on the heart space, this connection is giving them a lot of motivation to tap into their leadership, their sovereignty, their own path. They're losing sleep at night right now. Part of this is the momentum they feel building with these changes going on. Part of it is that they hunger for the union. They're on their knees praying for this union to come in correctly, to last a lifetime, I just heard. And so, yeah, I'm just really getting that they're sorting out the anxiety that used to pull them between worlds. They're asking for forgiveness for pushing these connections away. But the grace of the divine is coming to these masculines and saying, you couldn't have done it any other way. It had to be that way. It's almost like the divine is saying, you've done well, masculines, to stay the course with this and not give up. And I'm hearing the masculines say, I had no choice. And the divine saying to the masculines, yes, you did, but you chose correctly. So yeah, these masculines are on this journey to feminines. What can we see in their material realms? Yeah, they've never been so sure. This deep heart wish is anchoring down deeper into their soul. What is the emotion connected with this? Courage. I find the inner strength to fight or to face fear with confidence. So this deep acknowledgement, the surety about nothing holding them back, not people's opinions, not their advice, not insecurity, not rebellion, not the disbelief of love. These masculines are getting to a place where nothing can stop them. What is the energetics? Chamber of initiation, spiritual gifts, mystery, enchantment, secrets. Yeah, so they are in deep counsel with the divine now. The divine has got them. They have willfully come to the divine for higher guidance and accountability to do these connections justice. Their spiritual gifts are up-leveling, discernment, truth, righteousness. What can we see on the heart space for the feminine? Seeker of orbs. This is open curiosity, wanting to learn. They also have the hermit, which has been showing up very frequently in the readings. This again is the deep searching of their heart for their own path, the things that the divine is showing these masculines, their gifts, their talents, their hopes, their dreams, everything that they can pinpoint inside in their heart of hearts. They're acknowledging those things, and then with curiosity and the divine perspective, they're looking at you, divine feminines, to see the ways these deep elemental heart wishes are compatible with you. So there was a time when the masculines tried to find any manner of excuses why this wouldn't work, misalignments and all of that. Now they're in deep counsel with the divine with regard to exactly what is truly written on their hearts and how that aligns with you. So they're asking God to show them how their very essence fits in with your essence, feminines. What can we see for, the material realm? So this is my twin flame card, but Two of Wands. This is shared life purpose, alignment. So sovereign life purpose, healing, overcoming, stepping into service, and these things grounding, letting it happen naturally. So these masculines are seeing, see all these lines here, that you've been partnering as you ground this. And now that they're asking the divine for interpretation, they're seeing how you match each other like this so beautifully. What is the emotion? Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. The cosmic joke I just heard. But yeah, these masculines are coming out of the density and into the light. And now they're starting to see how blessed and joyful this journey can be. Well done, masculines, because that's a lot of stoicism that you are coming through. And we get Chamber of Imagination, whimsy, fantasy, and wonder. So once these masculines come into the light, feminines, they're going to be a joy to be around. They're going to be open and lighthearted. Wow. What can we see? And this is on the heart space, feminines. So this is what you're doing to your masculines. The weight of the world is being released from them through this journey. They're giving it up to the divine, and they're coming back into their sweetness, into their emotional availability, into their humor, into their joy. They're allowing pleasure to come back to their hearts. Oh, and you are right there in there with it, feminines. What can we see for the wishes to manifest? Wow, we got the Hermit again and the Artist. Yes. The Artist is a card. It's the 23 card in this deck. So it's 2 beyond the World card just in this particular deck, and the Hermit. So this is the living, breathing embodiment of a living channel, our lives as a work of art. And I was actually just thinking about something I had said to my counterpart at one point about being that living, breathing work of art. So there is some meditation on how to live that way, how to tend to the sacred responsibility to be a vessel of the divine creator, to bring aliveness, to bring that sacred, righteous goodness into the world. So these masculines are feeling drawn that way with their meditations and open to receiving. So they are open to receiving instruction on how to ground these unions, what actions to take. They are also open to receiving instruction on how to fulfill their purpose as a soul in human form. Masculines, I'll see you. What's going on in the physical? They're seeing energy. This is the card of the 3D, the material realm, and it's in the inverse. So they are seeing beyond the surface. They're seeing what really matters. They're seeing love in all things. They're getting it right. What is the emotion? Imagination. Yes, the Artist. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So they're deeply looking at their God-given gifts and talents, the things that really feel like they are expressing the essence of who they are and what they're here for, the thing their soul rejoices and cries out with. That's the home they're coming back to, I just heard. That childlike purity and wonder returning to their souls, beautiful masculines. And following your bliss, chamber of inspiration, follow your bliss, aspiration, realization. So they are realizing they've gotten to this point now where they're starting to feel the freedom, the unencumbered soul, their unencumbered soul. Beautiful. This is the peace that's coming in. What can we see for the actions these masculines are taking? Oh, they're not going to hold themselves back any longer for this love. We've got the Eight of Swords, which is the holding back, overthinking, entrapped in the limitation, and then to the Lovers. This is the choice to come out of the fear, to come out of the holding back, and to find those reasons, those points of connectivity, the bridges towards this love. Again, it's not about coming towards you, feminine. It's about divine obedience to come into alignment with love. And for these masculines, they have been given divine counterparts. Not everybody will have this level of love, but for those who it is written on their hearts, the divine will fulfill it perfectly. And so for those feminines in my viewership that have a masculine like this, it is divine obedience for them to come through into these connections. What's happening in the physical? Wow, they are getting the truth. This is the masculine's cross to bear, and they've seen it. They've seen all the layers of it, and they're putting that to rest. And this is decision making. This is the sword of truth. So truth shall set you free, I just heard. But the Eight of Orbs is when we're thinking about all of these untruths, and it's limiting what's possible. This is cutting through all of those things in the name of love. So nothing is holding back the minds of these masculines. And we get trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This came out in the inverse, and I was really getting that their inner voice is becoming resoundingly loud and clear, but they are also seeing the signs, the confirmations, the energetic, the spiritual confirmations. And energetically, spine of fire, true self-passion, motivation, and purpose. So as the pieces are falling into place in their soul, is what I just heard about their purpose, about this love, about how it's all working together, the way that the divine is revealing it to these masculines, they're just coming into alignment. It's easy when they stop fighting it and they get to a point of faith and belief where it can start all making sense. It's starting to all make sense to these masculines, and it will do so more and more, masculines, as you continue to walk this path of righteousness. Everything that you have ever wanted that's written on your heart and soul is going to be coming in for you, masculines. That is the divine promise, that as you step in righteousness, your burden is light and you will have love. Feminines, this is really happening on this level here. How beautiful. What can we see for the biggest challenge for these masculines? Wow. Here's the feminine, the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So they have to come correct. You know, we have the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, which is the truth being spoken, and the Queen of Swords. And what I'm seeing in this glorious card is that this person has grabbed the blade, and it's a double-edged blade, right? If they say something inappropriate or cheapen the connection, if they don't come correct, if they don't speak the love of the divine to these divine feminines, it hurts them just as much as it hurts the feminines. This is the refining process. This is what it is to say the two shall become one. That's what I just heard, is that when these masculines speak, they know impeccably that what they do unto, what they do unto you, they do unto themselves, is what I'm hearing. That's the analogy here with this sword of truth. The irony is what they say to you affects them the same. And so if they speak righteously, in righteousness, there is a blamelessness. It is good for you, it is good for them. If they don't come correct like that, it harms both of you. Wow, that is the challenge, is coming into that awareness, coming into the do unto others kind of golden rule here within love and intimacy. So no more carpet sweeping, no more pretending, no more unrighteous inner secrets. These masculines have to get right with God to come into union with their feminine. Wow. And in the material realm, we have the alchemy, the healing, the temperance. That is the two cups of love being poured back and forth without blemish, without tarnish, without sin. Oh, beautiful. Oh, what can we see? Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Exactly what they do to you, feminines, they now see that it's done to them. Oh, they do it to themselves if they do you dirty. Oh, I want to say thank you, Jesus. Amazing. Okay, here we go. So Temple of Amethystia, tranquility, patience, disillusion. Yeah, may peace be with you, tranquility. Have peace on your hearts, feminines. This message is extraordinary. This message is talking about the masculines believing in divinity, in the sacred, real, divine love. This is the peace that can be brought into your heart to have this unfolding. What is the solution? Oh, the reunion. And here's the Page of Swords again. Meeting like children in that purity. Staying open. It's all these swords. It's waiting for the right moment to acknowledge the connection I just heard. The Page of Swords is a very subtle messenger that is the sweetest. It is like a butterfly effect, a butterfly flapping its wings just once, just a little. And it sets this whole cosmic return in motion. Oh. So it may not be a grand gesture that marks the reunion here. This is the solution, though, is first to identify that righteousness needs to be central. Second, to ask the divine how to anchor that. And third, to begin anchoring it with your counterpart in just the right divinely guided ways. What's going on in the physical? Okay, so there's a strategy happening. This is a card saying the masculines have been watching these connections. They've been deepening their connection to source. They have been strategizing and planning. This is like a surprise energy. You might be surprised to know that these masculines have been so deliberately seeking higher guidance, feminines, specifically as it has to do with these connections. Doubt in the inverse. I release the need to know all the answers. Yeah, so they've been in indecision in the past, and now they're actually allowing themselves to seek the answers from the divine. They don't need to know all the answers of how it will turn out, but they do need to know how they can be diligent in the moment. And energetically, golden potentiator, there's the golden rule, but quickening expansion, or exponential expansion. This is self-love. When we love the divine, we definitely love ourselves. When we're in alignment with The divine, we're in alignment with love. When we're in alignment with love, we can have and be entrusted with these connections, divine love connections, and they can ramp up really quick and grow beautifully abundant when they get to this level of readiness. What is the direction in the near future? Progress and investment. So these masculines are about to bring these connections out of choppy water. They're asking the divine to show them the way, and they are about to invest in these connections and start gardening it with all the right sunlight, water, fertilizer. That was a baby making joke I just heard. Needed to bring these things into divine fruition. Oh, what can we see in the physical? Yeah, they're using their free will to be all in now instead of pushing back. What can we see for the emotion? Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. I'm hearing the masculine saying life is good. Love is good. I'm hearing the masculine saying I am becoming good for you. Oh, feminines, they're becoming good for us. Pleiadian Stargate, freedom, sensitivity, beauty, and sensuality. All right. Yeah, when two people who are good for each other come together, freedom, sensitivity, beauty, sensuality. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.